Baltimore finally experienced what it feels like when BTS arrives and brings all of their energy to the heart of the city. After being eagerly awaited for so long, Taehyung, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and Jungkook successfully delivered an incredible concert that transformed the atmosphere of Baltimore into something much more festive. For 2 nights, the city known as Charm City seemed to have a different heartbeat. Purple could be seen in various corners, ARMY filled the concert area. And the name BTS echoed amid the excitement of fans who came from near and far. What made the moment even more special was not only BTS's ability to deliver a massive-scale performance, but also the enormous attention their arrival received from the public and local government. Even Maryland Governor Wes Moore showed his enthusiasm in welcoming the global group. A greeting from a public official holding such a high position offered a striking illustration of just how far BTS's influence has grown. They are no longer simply a major name in the music industry, but a cultural phenomenon capable of making an entire city feel their excitement. Before the concert took place, Governor Moore had already shared a special welcome message for BTS and ARMY through a video posted on his official social media account. With Butter playing in the background, the welcome felt even warmer and more enjoyable. He even mentioned RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook one by one. For fans, such a simple gesture felt incredibly meaningful. When a governor knows and directly mentions the names of every BTS member, it feels like a recognition that the group's presence truly means something significant to the community. And after all those welcoming messages, BTS finally did what they do best, stepped onto the stage and delivered a performance that left fans smiling from beginning to end. M&T Bank Stadium transformed into a sea of ARMY. Light stick displays, fan screams, sing-alongs, and the energy coming from the stage came together to create a sight that was difficult to forget. From the very beginning of the concert, the atmosphere was already incredibly powerful. Fans were not simply there to watch their idols perform. They had also come to celebrate BTS's return to the United States and to become part of their world tour journey. Amid all the grandeur, Taehyung once again became one of the figures who attracted the most attention. V has always had his own way of making a stage feel more personal. His small gestures, smiles, glances toward the audience, and the way he immersed himself in every song made many ARMY feel as though they were genuinely sharing a moment with Taehyung rather than simply watching a superstar perform from a distance. Taehyung also showed the warm side that his fans have always loved. Even in the middle of a huge stage and spectacular concert production, he was still able to create simple moments that felt intimate and close. This is one of the reasons Taehyung's appeal is not based solely on his appearance, but also on his personality when interacting with fans. Of course, however, the night was not only about Taehyung. BTS's strength has always come from its 7 members working together as a team. RM brought his charisma, Jin his relaxed charm, Suga his calm aura, J-Hope his extraordinary stage energy, Jimin his emotional performances, Taehyung his unique character, and Jungkook his powerful energy and vocals. Each member brought his own color to the stage. When all 7 stood together, the reason BTS has remained at the center of global attention once again became crystal clear. They have different personalities, but when brought together, everything feels remarkably complete. For Baltimore ARMY, the concert was certainly more than just a music event. It was an experience they may have been waiting years to witness. Some fans arrived carrying slogans, wearing BTS-themed outfits, decorating themselves with purple accessories, and bringing gifts and special messages for their idols. Others came with family or friends, turning the concert into a memory they would likely talk about for a very long time. Interestingly, BTS's influence could be felt far beyond the stadium itself. Various welcome projects created by fans helped Baltimore experience the BTS atmosphere. Billboards, purple-themed decorations, and different forms of support from the ARMY community made their arrival feel like a citywide celebration. This became even more interesting because Baltimore itself is famously known as Charm City. For a while, that nickname seemed to take on a new color. Charm City became a city that welcomed BTS with warmth and made ARMY from different places feel at home. This is where BTS's influence becomes so tangible. Music may have been where it all began, but their journey has grown into something much bigger. BTS has been able to bring together people from different countries, languages, and cultures in one place with the same goal: enjoying music and celebrating togetherness. Even Governor Wes Moore's involvement in the BTS welcome festivities became one of the clearest examples of this phenomenon. A governor naturally has countless responsibilities and government matters to handle. Yet BTS's arrival became such a significant cultural moment that the local government also took part in welcoming them. There is no need to make the meaning overly formal. When a music group can bring together government officials, local residents, business owners, visitors, and a fan community in the same atmosphere, that is when it becomes clear that their influence has gone beyond music. BTS also brings something broader to every city they visit. The presence of thousands of fans naturally creates activity around the venue. From transportation and restaurants to hotels, shops, and various local businesses. A major concert is not only about what happens on stage, but also about how an entire city comes alive while the event is taking place. And Baltimore truly embraced that moment with warmth. For Taehyung and the other 6 members, Baltimore may simply be one stop along their long world tour. But for the ARMY who were there, those 2 nights could become some of the biggest memories of their lives. They will remember what it felt like to stand inside the stadium, light up their light sticks, sing BTS songs alongside tens of thousands of people, and see all 7 members standing together on the same stage once again. There is something especially exciting about seeing BTS arrive in a new city. They come as global superstars, but when they stand in front of their fans, they continue to show the human side that makes their connection with ARMY feel so close. Taehyung, in particular, once again showed that an idol's charm is not simply about appearance or popularity. The way he smiled at fans, enjoyed the atmosphere, and paid attention to the people in front of him became part of the story that made the concert feel more personal. Meanwhile, the other 6 members also brought their own energy, making the entire stadium feel alive. They laughed together, interacted with one another, and created an atmosphere that made ARMY feel as though they were spending time with 7 longtime friends. Ultimately, the success of BTS's Baltimore concerts cannot be measured solely by attendance numbers or the grandeur of the stage production. Their greatest success may instead be seen in the reactions after the concert ended. The smiles on fans' faces, hoarse voices from singing too much, photographs filling their phone galleries, and stories beginning to spread across social media all became evidence that BTS had once again left a deep impression. Baltimore welcomed BTS with open arms, and BTS returned that warmth by delivering a performance with all their heart. From Governor Wes Moore's warm welcome to the sea of ARMY inside M&T Bank Stadium, everything pointed to one undeniable fact: BTS's influence has grown far beyond the boundaries of the music industry. They can make an entire city celebrate, inspire government officials to join the welcome, and bring thousands of people together in a single night simply because of their love for music and the 7 people standing on stage. Taehyung, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and Jungkook ultimately left Baltimore with another beautiful story added to their journey. For BTS, this may be just one stop on a long tour. But for Baltimore and the ARMY there, their arrival will always remain a special moment. Because when BTS comes to town, they don't just bring a concert. They bring a celebration. And this time all of Baltimore celebrated with them.